Well, hello there everybody and welcome to today's video. In this one, I'm going to be covering all known information so far about the upcoming Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2 and the free update 2 as well. There's a lot of good information that has now been put forward on this Steam public info release right here, and it's so exciting that I wanted to cover it today because a lot of people haven't read this, and it is new. It's just appeared on my Steam feed right there. So I'm going to go through this with you, talk about some of these features which are incredible. Some replace mods and stuff as well. I think they are actually taking a very good look at what's happening in the modding community and actually implementing that in the mainline updates and stuff as well. So we'll go through this. So it says, prepare your packs and get ready to meet some exciting dinosaurs, from a frightening hybrid to several faces you may be familiar with. Buckle up. In this post we'll talk about our new additions as well as a free update. So say hello to the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. I know some of you probably know a bit about this already, but there's a lot of new information that's come out which I know you're all going to like, especially console players, because there's a lot of features where on PC mods have added that in already, but on console there is no mods. So this is going to be especially exciting for you console players. You know, a fair bit exciting for PC players, of course, but for the console players especially, this is going to be really good information. So with our latest DLC, we're inspired by Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Soon you'll be able to get up close and personal with several new dinosaurs that are sure to give you and your guests a thrill. So let's meet the dinosaurs of this particular pack. We've got the Scorpius Rex, as can be seen here, one of Dr. Henry Wu's first hybrids. Blood red eyes, black scales, jagged teeth, and aggressive nature. I'm just having a look there. Blah, blah, blah. I am going to paraphrase a little bit. Another exciting addition is the Monolophosaurus, as seen on Camp Cretaceous 2. This medium-sized carnivore has razor-sharp teeth and claws, make it an ideal hunter, and will be an excellent addition to any dinosaur park or facility. I've never been a massive fan of the Monolophosaurus, but additions are good. I think the Scorpius Rex is definitely going to be the one that people are most excited for. The amount of new species mod requests I've seen on PC for the Scorpius Rex is beyond insane. It really is. So hopefully that'll help the modding community out with people not asking for it anymore. So as with other dinosaurs, Monolophosaurus and Scorpius Rex have 12 different body colours and 7 different skin pattern colours, giving you over 80 different combinations to choose from. So not only is the Scorpius Rex and the Monolophosaurus being added, but they are actually customizable within the skin customizer within the hatchery as well. So I'm hoping it has some pretty out there skins and stuff to unlock. You know, some bright colours would be nice, because we always see the Scorpius in that kind of that black or dark skin patterning. So we kind of want to have some multicolour options on that, I think. So also, arriving in the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack are 2 variants for the herbivores, Tyrannosaurus and Kentrosaurus. These variants offer brand new sizes and models, which will match how they look in the hit series. I don't think people are going to get too excited about that, but you can now bioengineer Pierce the Kentrosaurus or a herd of Camp Cretaceous Tyrannosaurus for your packs. Fair enough. Of course, the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous experience wouldn't be complete without a few more additions. With the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, you can bring named dinosaurs from the show to life in your packs using 8 new mesmerising dinosaur skins. Or your guests with Baryonyx Trio, Grim, Limbo and Chaos. Now, bearing in mind, they did put out a public information thing before where they showed the in-game skins for the Baryonyx Trio, but they weren't the right pictures. And I did a video before showing how to closely recreate the Grim, Limbo and Chaos from Camp Cretaceous, and it looks as though the skins they used in the other image were them ones, but yeah, they're not the actual ones. So if you've seen that image, that is actually incorrect. They're not the skins that are releasing. So far, I haven't seen an image of what these Grim, Limbo and Chaos skins actually look like. So there we go. So see how Toro gets along with your other Carnotauruses. Run away in fear from Big E.T., the T-Rex, or bring fan favourite Bumpy to life with a new Ankylosaurus skin. Now, you know that basically within the hatchery, similar to the 2001 Pteranodon and the Raptor Squad skins, this will be in the skin selector, and it will just be an extra option within the hatchery to hatch the named dinosaurs from Camp Cretaceous within with the specific skin, like Big E.T. or whatever. The Carnotaurus skin, fans have been speculating which one it's going to be. Is it going to be the normal one? Is it going to be the scarred one? Could possibly be the scarred Carnotaurus. Or it could be the burnt Carnotaurus. Hopefully there is options for all of them, but we'll just have to see. Finally, the beautiful fluorescent Parasaurolophus Lux will be available. Do you know the glow-in-the-dark Parasaurolophus like that? That looks incredible. And most of the time I build my parks in the day. I know a lot of people do, but this will hopefully encourage some more nighttime builds of parks with bioluminescent dinosaurs as well. So awesome. Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack will be available for £7.99 or $9.99, €9.99 PC, PlayStation, Xbox from the 8th of March. Now, just a quick heads up, I will be streaming this DLC being released on the 8th of March. Literally, I'll start the stream about half an hour before it releases. It's about 2 PM UK time last time, so keep an eye out for that, because I will be showing all this stuff live on stream when it releases. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Perfect time to remind you of that. You know what I mean? Awesome stuff. Just going through, remember you need to own Jurassic World Evolution too. Yeah, okay. Now this is where things get a little bit exciting actually. So on this statement here, let's talk about Update 2. A free update coming to Jurassic World Evolution 2, which releases at the same time as the Camp Cretaceous DLC pack. So, Sandbox changes. Yeah, deep breath. Okay, there are several major changes and new features coming to Sandbox. The biggest is that all dinosaurs, skins and patterns will be available by default when starting a new Sandbox level, regardless of whether or not they've already been unlocked. So basically, no more trouble unlocking the the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor for Sandbox mode, which I know a lot of you have had problems with, and that's why the guide that I did on how to unlock them has been very popular, because you have to jump through a load of hoops to get them usually. But it also says this does not apply to the cosmetic awards you get in challenge mode, but everything else is unlocked by default. So already on my 100% save file video, which is available for PC, I've had at least a couple of comments, people asking, will I still need the save file because everything will be unlocked in Sandbox? Although, yes it will. It won't, if you actually delete that save, you won't have the cosmetic skin variants that you unlock from challenge mode. So if you're using that 100% save file already, keep using it, because otherwise you'll lose all of the challenge mode skins. But it's up to you. You know, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But you will lose the skins if you get rid of that save. All buildings and upgrades will also be available by default when starting a Sandbox level. Please be aware that we are not getting rid of era-specific buildings, but simply removing the unlock requirements to have them available in Sandbox. So, for example, the geothermal power station or the large power station from the Jurassic Park Chaos Theory, you have to unlock it in Jurassic Park Chaos Theory. That will still be in Sandbox, you just won't have to unlock it in Chaos Theory. That's what it means, and the other buildings which may fall under the category of that. So hopefully that's understandable enough. If you want to start a building or park facility right away with everything at your fingertips, you can do that after Update 2 drops. Awesome. Okay, no more grinding to unlock every dinosaur. You know, you have to fully get the fossils, hatch one, and all that lot within challenge and all that, yeah. And a lot of people have been annoyed at that. A lot of people on the save file video have said, you know, why isn't everything unlocked in Sandbox from the beginning? Well, it seems Frontier are listening on that front, so that's a good thing. Another new feature coming to Sandbox mode is the option to play with research and expeditions mechanics. This means you can start completely from scratch and work your way up in any and all Sandbox maps in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So basically what that means is you could start a map with different criteria with nothing, similar to a challenge mode, but you can do it under any kind of set conditions you like. So you can basically craft your own challenge mode parks, you know what I mean, set challenges for your friends, things like that. I know a lot of people won't do that, but at least it's now possible. Good stuff. Expeditions and research can also be toggled on and off on the fly as you play, with no need to start a new park. So basically, if you start a park with the start from scratch mode on, you can instantly switch, probably in the sandbox settings, to everything unlocked and keep switching backwards and forwards as you see fit. So it means you could start a park, put a load of dinosaurs in, save the park, you know what I mean, change the requirements and whatnot, share the parks with your friends, and then say, can you 5-star this park or whatever, in that kind of way, if you know what I mean there. So that's good. Sandbox can be further customized by adjusting task time length in sandbox settings, 10%, all the different percentages. This lets you change the amount of time it takes to complete time tasks on the fly. You can also give yourself an even greater challenge with Jurassic level difficulty for money and appeal goals. So now within the sandbox settings, you can set Jurassic difficulty, not just hard. And also what it means is that usually even in sandbox, it'd take an age to hatch, say, an Indominus or a big sauropod, like a Brachiosaurus, for example. Now you can set it to just 10% of that time. So not instantaneous. It might have an instantaneous option, maybe 1% would be nice, but it still shaves that time right down, which is a big step in the right direction. Yeah, so instead of taking 5 minutes, it'd take 30 seconds, which is, you know, a giant improvement. Also, finally, we're adding the option to fully turn off the need for scientists in sandbox mode. Wahoo, because this has been another contentious point on the sandbox mode. Why do you even need scientists? Now, you don't need them at all. You don't need to be setting up scientists and all that lot. Finally, yeah, literally finally, yeah, that is a massively requested feature and something that people have been very confused about. But basically, with scientists turned off, all tasks will simply complete as if a scientist was assigned, from dinosaur creation to research and expeditions. Look at that. Beautiful. Frontier. That sounds like music to my ears. It really does. With this update, you'll have even more tools to create the sandbox experience of your choice. Yes, indeed. Also, more decorations. This is quite a large update. More decorations. Good news, park managers. We're adding in over 40 new placeable trees for your new placeables for your parks, not just trees. Sorry, letting you further customize and add detail to your parks. These are split into facility pieces, decoration pieces. Facility pieces are made mainly to work with DFW building sets, but are also perfect for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World era parks. Decoration pieces will help your parks pop with new signs, planters and fountains. You'll also be able to add the Velociraptor paddock. The Velociraptor paddock, what? Yeah, everyone's been asking for this. And a Spinosaurus skeleton to your parks. Nice, so you can finally put that lovely Spinosaurus skeleton from the film Jurassic World into your Jurassic World Main Street. Yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, no pictures of that, I don't think, no. Some of these new placeables are available in all eras, should I say, but some are restricted to specific eras. Players on PC and new generation consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X, are able to access all areas in Sandbox and can mix and match decorations. So bearing in mind, if you're playing on PS4 or Xbox One, you will be able to use these decorations, but you don't have mixed eras on them consoles. So basically, for the new generation, next generation of consoles, current gen consoles, should I say, you will be able to use them all together. But for the older consoles, you will access them, but you can't have mixed eras, if you understand what I mean. Hopefully that's clear enough. So you will be able to use them, but not all together. So once again, can't wait to see what kind of parks, blah, blah, blah. Check back at release for the full list. Then we've got Placeable Trees. Now, this is interesting. Speaking of placeables, you'll soon be able to place individual trees in your parks and facilities. These will not only look great in both your parks and enclosures, will also add to your dinosaur's forest comfort needs when inside an enclosure. The trees are unique to each environment and come in 4 different varieties: large, medium, small and bushy. You won't be able to mix trees from different environments, but you can mix and match the different sizes as you see fit. So let's break this down a little bit before we go into the next section, because bearing in mind, I know I'm going to talk about mods a fair bit, but the mods do seem to be leading the way as to what Frontier are doing now. With Kyodenic's lovely expanded scenery mod, that adds something like 600 plus placeable plants, trees, bushes, grasses into the game. And it seems Frontier have took notice of that with this, to be able to add placeable trees. Now, it does seem as though there will be, according to the map. So say we're Pennsylvania, that has kind of unique, then pink and orangey trees. They're probably going to be the ones that are placeable, but individually rather than with a terrain brush. But then they wouldn't necessarily be available on the, say, the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Chaos Theory Sandbox maps. That's the way I'm interpreting that so far. So yeah, that's enough for that bit. With these individually placeable trees and the new decorative placeables, you'll have more control over how your parks and your enclosures look and feel, and we're looking forward to see how you use them. Yes, they keep repeating that over and over again, but it's all good. Now, next up is first person view. Kyodenic, honestly, I have to give you a shout out again, mate, because first person view is a very popular mod on PC, and basically it's getting added into the game officially. I think without Kyodenic's mod this wouldn't have been added. That's my own personal opinion, but soon you'll be able to experience and explore your parks like never before. Update 2 adds a first-person view option to all modes. While playing, you'll have access to first-person view from a dedicated button in the build menu. So basically on the build menu on the left-hand side, it would probably be below demolish, something like that. You can just go into first-person there. Lovely stuff. Select it, choose a starting position in your park, and you'll instantly be on ground level. You can move around any open areas of your park, change your movement speed, alternate your viewing height. There's even a light you can turn on when it gets dark. So also with the camera torchlight mod, I believe it was Inaki who made that, yeah, you can now actually have a camera torchlight. So basically with this, the expanded scenery mod, first person view mod, camera torchlight mod, it seems like all of them things have been taken on board as popular mods for PC, and now they're being added into the mainline update. Awesome. So nice stuff, yeah. So from first person view, you can interact with buildings and vehicles in your parks. You can begin synthesizing dinosaurs, manage your scientists, start a new research task, or make changes to your amenities buildings. You can also jump into a ride or enter viewing galleries and platforms from first person view. Given the right circumstances, you can even walk into your dinosaur enclosure and get up close and personal view of these majestic animals. Now, what I'd really like to see would be an extension of that. Basically, if you could do a park, but do it completely in first-person view. So if you needed to, hatch something, research something, you'd have to run in between the buildings and actually tell people what to be doing rather than do it as a cursor. And then it becomes more like a first-person action game in a way, with management elements rather than just being a pure management game. But that's just me speculating and kind of adding bits on here. Species viewer. So with update 2, we're adding a new species viewer to Jurassic World Evolution 2. This will be added as a new option in the main menu and will allow you to look at the game's dinosaurs and reptiles in more detail. All species are viewable in the species viewer by default, but challenge mode skins will be unavailable until you unlock them, similar to what we spoke about earlier. You can cycle through the skin and pattern colours you've unlocked, as well as adjust the position of the lighting and colour grading, and you can also play a few looped animations to see how they move when they walk, run, fly, swim, or whatever, to name a few. So basically it's a skin viewer. It's not the one that's going to be in the hatchery menu, but at least you can have a look at them and go through and pick your favourite skins before you go into Sandbox, and at least you can do it that way, which is a giant time save for anybody who wants to pick the best skin that they like for a dinosaur. Obviously that's subjective, of course, to everyone's own likes, but at least it's been streamlined to some degree. Finally, if you're looking to learn how to pronounce dinosaur names, there's a name pronunciation guide built into the species viewer. Yeah, but even within Jurassic World Evolution and 1 and 2, they kind of sometimes do mispronounce the names a little bit, but it's all good. Yeah. There we go. All of these things, blah, blah, blah. Some quality of life improvements. Now, some of these are crazy. Now, listen to this, right? This is good stuff right here. After update 2, you'll be able to instantly sell all minerals you unearth during expeditions. So I'm guessing there might be some option where any minerals you get from expeditions will just automatically sell. Yeah, before you had to keep going through them and keep doing them on extraction and things like that, which made no sense at all, but now that's fixed. Now this is another big one. The ranger post is seeing some improvements as well. You'll be able to assign MVUs to patrol ranger posts. MVUs patrolling the area covered by a ranger post will automatically treat minor injuries and diseases. that can be cured by medical darts, as well as heal dinosaurs in critical health conditions. MVU ranger and capture teams can also be assigned from specific ranger posts. Now, what that means is, instead of micromanaging all of the little, diseases and, minor stuff that MVUs, you'd usually have to, this has been a big gripe with the game, you usually have to click them, each one individually, and keep assigning the MVU to things. Now it's added a whole range of autonomy, automated options to that micromanagement that everyone doesn't like. And I've been very vocal about why that's one of the downfalls of Jurassic World Evolution 2. This should remedy that. If you build your park correctly, that should not be an option. Should not be an issue anymore, should I say? Okay. So next up, certain operations buildings will get several new upgrades that let you cut down on both task time and cost. You'll also be able to give your MVU ranger capture teams unlimited fuel and resources. Awesome. As well as increase the scientist limit of various tasks. Nice. So no more having to refuel your ranger teams, and it's just completely annoying when you're like, why isn't anything getting done? And it's just because your ranger team needs fuel. What is this, Also, some other lesser stuff here. On the tour ride side of things, we're adding the Jurassic World gate. Rather than just the Jurassic Park gate, you can now add Jurassic World gates for the tours and gyrosphere attractions. Works similar to the Jurassic Park gate, acting as an imposing blah 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 doorway. Ton of new contracts as well. I'm not too bothered about that, but it adds a load more contracts, and some of them become a bit more time sensitive. So if you complete them quickly, you get more money for doing it and things like that. Just a load more contracts to keep challenge mode more interesting. And I'm guessing obviously with the Sandbox thing where you can start a new park as well, contracts probably play into that, and it all ties into these new Sandbox options alongside challenge. Nice. Also, finally, certain dinosaur behaviours are getting a small update, specifically related to group attacks and hunts. Prey dinosaurs now have the potential to flee when a group attack starts, and prey can even outrun predators if the predator runs out of stamina. Some defending dinosaurs may even attempt to charge an oncoming group of predators. We've also made a slight tweak to Indominus Rex and Velociraptor cohabitation, letting the two species form a single territory together. Now, yeah, that puzzled me before, why the Indominus and Raptors would always fight, because in the films, if they was left to their own devices, they probably wouldn't, and obviously they do team up in the film as well, so why they'd always fight to the death made no sense at all. But that's now fixed, and all these extra new dinosaur behaviours are going to be fantastic. The overpoweredness of raptor hunting in packs has just been memed, beyond reason. Just 4 raptors can take down anything in the game, even the giant sauropods, with very little trouble. So yeah, that's now hopefully going to be remedied too. Also, we've got a load of NVIDIA support, DLAA support, so deep learning anti-aliasing, that's what it stands for. So basically it'll smooth it all off and things like that. There we go, and these were just the highlights, more details to come. But obviously on the 8th there'll be the full patch notes, but there will probably be a load of the crash fixes. Hopefully pterosaurs won't keep flying through the roofs of the aviaries and stuff as well. So I know they said they'd fix that, but I know it hasn't been fixed because people are still complaining about it all the time with screenshots and videos which are coming out on Reddit and things, and I often take note of them, so that's good. Blah blah blah, just skimming through there. Obviously we won't know much more now until update 2 actually releases on the 8th, which is only let's have a quick look, 8 days away. So yeah, awesome, 8 days away. In 8 days, on the 8th of March, I will actually be streaming. Like I say, if you didn't catch that before, I will be streaming on the 8th of March for this DLC releasing. So if you're not planning on getting the DLC, or you can't get to your computer or your console to play the DLC, be sure to check the live stream. and I'll show you all the features. If you ask to see something on stream, I'll show you it and whatnot. It'd be a lot of fun. But until then, thank you all for watching. I've had a lot of fun. I was absolutely blown away reading this. I'm like, I need to make a video and discuss some of this stuff with you. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't done already. Thank you for all the support I've been getting lately, all the new subscribers, all the existing subs. You know, you really make this worthwhile, and I hope you all have a great day. So all the best, everybody. I hope you're looking forward to Camp Cretaceous update DLC, and I'll catch you all again very soon. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.